A disappointing loss to Slough on Tuesday. Lads now have to regather themselves for Maidenhead on Saturday in the league.
Yeah, I think it's important how we react. It's obviously a major disappointment on Tuesday. I'll make the point we didn't lose the game though. It was a penalty shootout and they're a lottery. But as a football club, we're ready for Maidenhead on Saturday. They've become a bit of a bogey team to us the last year or two, and so we've had a good session here today, a light session. But the lads will be ready to go again on Saturday. And
the back four can certainly take confidence out of their performance on Tuesday. They fought really well.
Yeah, I think the back four have been excellent all season. I think it doesn't take a genius to work out where our problems have been really this season. More apparent even so in the last sort of 3 or 4 games, and we're working very hard with them in training. With finishing drills and other bits and pieces, but we're also looking at personnel. We brought someone into the club today as well, so that's someone who's going to give us an edge. And we're also looking to make another signing today or tomorrow.
Charlie Clough's been playing up front recently. How do you think he's been doing up front?
Yeah, I thought he did really well for us against Gateshead. Again, we haven't been retaining the ball up front. It's been not sticking, which means that it's difficult for us to get up the pitch. So Dundas is back as well with us now, and obviously we've got Charlie Clough, who's clearly a centre half, but can play centre forward as and when we need him to. And because we haven't got a squad of 24, 25 players, we do have to mix and match at times. But the biggest blow this season has been losing Tommy Wright. And you take any, you've been guaranteed 15 to 20 goals this year, and you take that out of any team, and it has an impact. And we're feeling the impact. We've been aware of it for 3 or 4 weeks, but money don't grow on trees. But I'll tell you what, strikers don't grow on trees either. So we've also had the black book out. Me and Baird have been working really hard with all our contacts and watching players, and like I said, we feel that we've brought a couple of players into the team in the next few days, and it'll make a difference.
And players like John Oinga and Aaron Ryan, young strikers, have they benefited from Clough playing up front and Dundas coming back into the squad?
No, I think Aaron and Jonah have benefited from being in a National League environment and playing matches. Neither of them have played virtually any senior football up until this season, and you have to be patient with younger players. They've also played a lot of football. Again, I think we're up to about 25 games now already this season, and it's a lot of football to ask 20-year-olds to come in and play well on a consistent basis. You'll get consistency from the more experienced players, your Collins, your Baileys, Eastmans, but you will get that with younger players, especially strikers as well.
And players like Davis, Beaton, Bennett picked up knocks on Tuesday. Are they fine for Saturday's game?
Kenny's definitely out. He's out with a dead leg, so he won't be available. Nicky came back in and trained today, so we're hoping he'll be available for Saturday. Harry trained well, and Wayne Brown, I think was the other one who had tight calves, didn't train today but might be okay for Saturday. We'll have to wait and see.
And these next 2 games coming up, they'll be, if we can get 6 points out of them, they'll be a great platform for a tough start to December.
Listen, I think every week in this league's a tough league. It doesn't matter who you're playing. Like I said, Maidenhead have had the jinx on us the last sort of few times. They've beaten us here and they've beaten us at their place. So that's the first game you look at, Maidenhead. You then go to a Braintree team that have been revitalised under the new manager there. No game in this league's easy, and we don't regard Maidenhead or Braintree any easier or more difficult than Fylde on the following Saturday away. So game at a time. Like I said, we know where we are within the staff. We know what we've got to improve on, and the aim is still to try and get in those top 7 if we can. If we don't succeed, it won't be for the lack of trying on all of our parts, including the players. We've lost 3 games all season. We're in the middle of November, near the end of November. This team has only lost 3 games, and there's been a few moans and groans around, which I struggle to see, if I'm being honest. The moans and groans have been aimed at some of the younger players, which is disappointing. Like I said, we're not Salford. We're not in a position to go and spend £4,000 a week on a striker or £5,000 a week on a second striker. We'd probably take a naught off of both those figures, and that's about what where we're at. So go and criticise a lad on £350 a week if you want. Go and criticise a lad who's been out injured for a year. Do all of those things, but do you think it really helps the team? No. Do I take any notice of it? No. And we will, as I said, try our best this end to put a team out that represents the club well within the budget that we've got, and we'll do our very, very best in every game.